Disobedient.
Deviant.
Dysfunctional.
Or maybe just different. Good evening. My name is Susan Haldane and I'm the founder and the creative director of Mind Over Manor. Mind Over Manor is very lucky to be here, and we thank you for the opportunity to put our purpose forward to you tonight. Our purpose is a powerful one. Mind Over Manor, realising the potential of differently wired minds.
My hope at school is this corrugated iron fence, right? And what I really like to do is, because it's this old guy behind there, he's got two big rock wheelers, right? You get this, it's gonna go. Cops!
Mind Over Manor presents workshops to strengthen the communication and the connection with those teenagers who think and learn differently. The workshops are designed for the parents, for the siblings, for the families, for the caregivers, and for the communities whose lives are often tested by the distress and the anxious behaviours manifested in these teenagers' lives. Over the last 6 years, we've researched extensively, and we've honed our workshops more and more to meet the specific requirements of these parents, these families. We've presented throughout Auckland over the last 4 years. These teenagers may be undiagnosed, high functioning, or they could be diagnosed with autism, Asperger's, ADHD, dyspraxia, dyslexia, OCD, ODD, ADD. Well, by joining us tonight and donating, you'll be giving families under extreme pressure the skills to live safer, happier lives, and also for communities to be more inclusive, more understanding, and let's face it, it'll be a more vibrant community. Did you know more than 40,000 New Zealanders are living with Asperger's? That's diagnosed. That's 1 in every 100. And that's Asperger's alone. For these people, meeting up with social norms is often highly confusing, highly complicated, and meeting society's expectations can often lead in really confused or strongly controlling or oppositional behaviour.
This room is uneven. It makes me feel nauseous. I've counted, and there's 27 of you on this side, and there's 32 of you on this side, so you have to move across. You need to move. Now!
I'm not sure whether I'm supposed to go to maths or art. I usually follow Sarah, but she's not here today, and I think is that C block over there by the toilets, or is that...
He wants to do some building inside, right? So the thing is that it's all muddy, it's been raining for days on end, and I can't. If I take my shoes off, I'm going to get mud between my toes, and Dad wants me to get the nails from the shed.
Christmas at Auntie Margaret! I hate her. She hates me. She makes me sit on her horrible orange bubbly sofa, and oh, my whole body burns. Why are you always trying to make my life a misery? I hate it. I'm not going.
I said no!
No! These people are highly sensitive. They're like radars. They have different sensory processing. And they often have a different intelligence. They're musical, they're scientific. It's a specific intelligence. And they are self-learners. They don't like authority. They hate authority. They oppose it. And they often get into trouble. Mind Over Manor established their workshops because there is a desperate need for them. All these families constantly living day to day through the most terrible moments in their lives.
Dad, please, can we go? My swimming...
I know, I've told her 4 times already.
The bus is leaving.
Just come and get in the car.
Oh,
The bloody car! Get it! Jesus! Look! She's pulled the windscreen wiper off again. Why can't you just be normal?
You're not supposed to say that. You know you're not supposed to say that. Oh my God, you're bloody useless.
I can't take this anymore.
Autism New Zealand will verify that in the public system, from the referral point over to the specialist appointment, there is often an 18-month waiting list for families like this to get help. And that's for a 1-hour appointment.
Tensions mount.
Parents are angry.
Meltdowns are volatile and extreme.
Siblings often lose out.
Windows break.
80% of families break.
Friends. Move on.
Isolation is often all that is left.
These are difficult times.
This is everyone's work, starts with family, but also we need to reach out to other people, those people who are watching, those people who know of someone.
Are you Marion Peterson?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really difficult.
She's always so stressed.
He is weird.
Yeah, all he needs is a good boot up the arse.
Yeah.
He's such a loner.
Approved parenting books just don't work. Often school systems just don't work. Mind Over Matter has created its own workshop series. We use theatre practitioners and we work actively with parents. Parents have the chance to reassess how they respond to some of the most difficult moments. The workshops are free of charge and they bring parents together so they realise they're not alone in this. We all know there's a significant increase in teenage anxiety, youth alienation, unemployment, homelessness, runaways, and teenage suicide. We have to act now. Tonight, Mind Over Matter asks you to contribute money, to provide a workshop series, to reach out to Auckland communities as much as we can. Each tailored workshop caters for 30 people, 2,500 for each workshop. Parents, families, and now communities are asking us for more and more workshops. People say our youth is our future. Yes, they are. But our youth is also our present. We're asking for your financial help. We need that help tonight so our workshop can reach these families so we can help them. Thank you very much.
Questions? I have the first question, because it's my right, I've got the microphone.
Good on you.
I'd just like to know, there seems to be so much more prevalence of these cognitive disorders these days. Is that because we're understanding them more, or because more people are suffering from these issues such as autism and Asperger's?
I think it's a bit of both. I think there's a lot of research happening, so people are starting to identify different behaviours. But I also think that there has been a thing where people have been put into boxes because they're a bit different. Whereas in the past, maybe that didn't happen so much. That there was possibly, well, people just were who they were and there wasn't so much a diagnosis. And so in some ways, I'm sort of quite keen to get back to that normalisation of people who are different, because all of us are 100%, right? And so we've all got something to offer. And so with these kids, while they're not working out in certain, often school situations, they have these other things that they offer that are really, really different. And actually, I would say they're our social conscience in a way. They observe, they say what they see out there. They're straight up. Yeah.
All right, so who'd like to ask a question?
How do they find us? Through our website, and also we have had a lot of alignment recently in the last couple of years with Altogether Autism, the ADHD Association, the Dyspraxia Association, FAB, and they all mail out and they're all working with us, so that's a great help. So it's taken time for that to happen, but also we have been asked to go into Auckland District Health Board, places like that, so it's starting to spread more and more and more. We mostly go through theatres. We've been at Tapak Theatre, we've also going to Te Po Theatre, we're going out to South Auckland, into the more into the churches there, where the communities gather, and through that we're getting more and more networking happening.
Right, sorry, over the back there.
The 18-month waiting period, is that because of the numbers, or is it because the health system doesn't prioritise?
No, I can't answer that. I just know that when I said to Autism New Zealand that I was going to do a workshop with some specialists that had asked Mind Over Matter to present, she went, oh, thank goodness for that, because so many of our people have an 18-month waiting list. So that's where that came. So she didn't clarify for what reason.
All right, now we have another question.
Yeah, I was just thinking, given the recent on the news about autistic children
Right, so that question was about whether there's any future plans to engage with the police for the Mind Over Matter workshops.
It's a strange thing. We have been asked to put in a proposal that has gone up 3 tiers and it's gotten there, and we're waiting to hear back, and hopefully we will get to work with the police. I think it would be great if we could start working with the street police, in that we do talk with parents a lot within the workshops to provide their kids, their teenagers, to have, often they might have an A4 piece of paper, and I was going to show you one tonight, which might say, please speak quietly, I have anxiety, or something like that, so the police just see it and it's not verbal, or it may be just speak slowly or something, but it's just a visual like that. Yeah, so yes.
Any other questions out there? Good.
Where do you find the people to work with you to help all these people? I mean, where do they come from?
The theatre practitioners.
Well, whomever you work with to help these kids.
Well, in the preparation of, we work with professional theatre practitioners. So in that, I run ongoing workshops, and I have been funded generously to do those workshops to train those people to know what they're doing. And we have ongoing training for them, so they actually know about sensory processing.
And we'll network.
Yeah.
We'll say, oh, so-and-so is really interested in this or keen or whatever. We know what actors are.
Yeah.
Who's out there and who's kind of got an interest in this, using their skills in this department.
I would never work with an actor who hasn't been out there for a while, or isn't that experienced. I will only work with professionals where it's second nature, because the most important thing that those theatre practitioners are doing, because this is theatre for social change, is that they're reading their audience and they're seeing what's happening and they're able to respond to what's been given to them and be sensitive to that.
If I might add to that as well,
Yeah, sure.
I'm a parent of a ADD boy, and I help out sometimes with the actors and groups around brain functioning. I've learnt a lot on the journey that I've had with my own son, and so I often attend these workshops and I get to talk to the parents afterwards. And what the parents get out of this are 2 very clear things. Connection with other parents who are in the same boat is powerful. They often cry, they laugh, they make friendships that carry them through what is a very complex and difficult situation. The other thing they get is they get a sense of normalisation because they're not on their own.
Could you go to the microphone?
You need to say this, yeah.
So the 2 things that parents get out of this is a connection to other parents who are in the same boat. And that's powerful because they realise they're not on their own. They also get the opportunity with the role plays that Sue runs to rerun the script and change the story, picking up skills and teaching them how to actually change the dynamic in their own homes.
I think, can I just say what we're talking about there as well, is that your work with your child or your teenager has to be instinctive. It's almost a bit like horse gentling, or working with the space in between you and that teenager, because often in that moment language isn't going to work. It's very much about how your energy is